Welcome back to the channel. In this video I want to talk to you about two companies, gaming companies, off the top of my head. I don't know if any others are doing this, so you guys are going to have to start discussions and stuff in the comments, but it's kind of frustrating as a gamer to see this sort of stuff happen, especially after all of the issues of the next generation consoles. So the first sort of experience I had with this problem was from Activision, and the other company is Ubisoft. But with Activision, when I had the Xbox One, I was looking into purchasing Black Ops Cold War. If I wanted to buy that game, and I purchased the standard edition for £60, I would only be able to play that game on my Xbox One. I know the additional money is not a lot, but at the same, compared to what you're paying for the game, but at the same time, to be able to play it on my next gen console, my Series X, I had to pay an extra £5, or would have had to pay. I ended up getting the biggest edition for £90. But if I wanted to play that next gen, and I was thinking of going with the standard edition, it would have cost me an extra £5. So that's a £5 additional cost to play it on your new console, if you were able to pick up a console. This is becoming more and more frustrating seeing companies do this, because they've already said a lot of games, probably within the next year or two, are going to start costing $70 standard. I think some companies have even started that now, and with companies becoming more and more greedy, it's not good for business. EA tried it with UFC 4, I think it was, where they had full-blown, full-screen adverts popping up on a £60 game at the end of a fight. When it was showing the replay of the knockout or something like that, you couldn't watch it because you was watching an unskippable full-screen advert in a fully priced game. But then we move on to closer to current time, and with Watch Dogs Legion Online, it was one of the first games that they had stated would have all the cross-play, cross-save, all that sort of stuff. And it was one of the first games to be put through Ubisoft Connect when they did the transition from Uplay to Ubisoft Connect. When they released online, I was doing a live stream for the launch of Watch Dogs Legion Online, and it took me 2 hours 45 minutes to plug in my Xbox One, do the update, get online, and invite my friends into the game. We then went on to have a bad experience because the launch wasn't solid. The state of online was kind of messy when they first released it. So that was a lot of time wasted because there was no cross-gen compatibility. Ubisoft have since said that they are working on an update to come at some point in the future, we don't even know when, that will enable cross-generation compatibility. Meaning, if you're on the Xbox One, a friend's on the Series X, you can both play together. But I feel after all of the promotion of moving Uplay to Ubisoft Connect, it should have been a thing at launch. It's definitely ruined my experience with Watch Dogs Legion. I loved the story, went to online, absolute shambles, although I will be keeping my eye on it because when that cross-gen does come in, I do want to try it again because they've done a couple of patches for it since. And then we move on to the most recent topic that I want to talk about, and that is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, the remastered versions. Pete was nice enough to buy the game for both of us. We sat there for, a couple of hours, just chilling, both in our single-player games, and we were just doing, the first couple of levels, warehouse, school. And then the other day, I said to Pete, would you like to try some online? We'll try a private match, us two, see if we can get some funny moments and stuff. We'll just have a laugh with it. So Pete goes, yeah. I load into a private multiplayer match, and I go to invite Pete. It then pops up with a thing on Pete's screen saying, you cannot join this game as you are on Xbox One and your friend is on the Series X. So because we don't have exactly the same platform, we can't play together on Tony Hawk's, and it's an Activision published game. So I went into the store and I had a look, and I don't even know if this would allow you to play cross-generation. But if you want to upgrade your game, because right now as it stands, when Pete gets a Series X, he cannot play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater on his Series X because he just bought the game as it was. And Activision are the only company that seem to be doing this. But if Pete wants to upgrade his game so that he can play on his Series X when he buys it, so he has to pay £450 for a brand new console, he's already purchased the game, but on top of that, to upgrade Tony Hawk's over to the cross-generation variant of it, the one that lets you play the game on Xbox One and Series X, he has to pay an additional £10. The game itself, for both games, 1 and 2 Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, it was £30. It was on sale. So for a third of that price, that's the additional money that Pete is going to have to spend just to play the game on the new console when he gets it. That's why I'm so frustrated, because they are gaming consoles. Games are supposed to be released for entertainment purposes, And now gaming companies or Activision at the moment are charging money to let you play on your new console. There is absolutely no need for them to do that. They make enough money from sales. They make enough money from microtransactions. Activision are one of the worst companies for it. You load up Call of Duty Modern Warfare or Black Ops Cold War. I think that store has had over like 250 bundles since they released it. There is a lot of money coming into the company. They do not need to charge additional money to play a game that you've already purchased on your new console, when a lot of other companies let you do that free. I played a game, Skate 3, which was won by EA, and EA are quite a bad company. I played that, which is, I don't know, like 11 years old or something. I played that, and I was able to play cross-gen. Pete on the Xbox One, me on the Series X. EA have a lot of bad practices, but I was able to do that on a game that's 11 years old. I can't do that on a more recent game because of the company publishing it. I think this needs to change. Gamers need to stop accepting the fact that, like, going from, what was it, like $60 for a full, like, standard edition game, putting it up to $70 because it's a next generation experience, when nothing is actually true next gen at the moment, and probably won't be for the next year or two. I don't think companies should be allowed to do this. Like, as I said, like Watch Dogs Legion, they haven't charged any extra money. They're going to be doing it as an update, but it was never a thing to play cross-gen at launch of online, when it was one of the, like, marketing things for switching Uplay to Ubisoft Connect. EA have a lot of bad practices in their company, still let you do it free. Activision come along, they're like, nah, hold my beer, I'm going to charge these fuckers money for it. I think it needs to change. Activision need to stop. But that is obviously my opinion. I want to know what you guys think in the comments, so let me know down below. I will see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it.